Hello! Just a quick message from us. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hope you had an amazing time with friends and family. If you didn't celebrate Christmas, hope you had an amazing break, and I hope, fingers crossed, hope that next year will be a better year than this year. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye! Good morning, everybody! Today we are gonna be making sushi equal kimbap. I am now going to be making the eggs. We got 4 eggs in this bowl, and we've got the dressing for the rice as well, which is white vinegar and sugar and a bit of salt. And we've got some meat that needs to be marinated and cooked, as well as the spinach that needs to be blanched in some hot water, and yeah. And we've got some crab meat as well. Okay, so we've got the 4 eggs in here, chopsticks, salt and pepper. So, I'm gonna just quickly give it some flavoring. And mix. Okay, so we've got the fire on the stove. Got some oil, a little bit of oil. Push it back and then put the next layer in. And next we're gonna be doing the beef. This is Australian beef. We're gonna be using the same pan because it's already coated in oil. Australian beef. We're only gonna be using half, because it's only me and my mum at the moment. And then dip it in. And then cut it all up. Be marinating it with soy sauce and sugar. Rinse it all up so the meat gets cooked all the way through.
A few minutes later.
Meanwhile, the beef has turned all brown, and I'm going to start putting the soy sauce and the sugar into it. So we're going to be putting a lot of soy sauce in, and we're going to be taste checking it while we do it, so you know it doesn't become too salty. Mix it through, and we're also going to be checking the sugar while tasting it. So there's no exact measurement, so it's literally like whatever your taste buds tell you is right. So if you feel like it needs a bit more sweetness to it, add a bit more sugar. If you need more soy sauce to it, add a bit more soy sauce. But it's better to, make the meat a little bit more saltier, because once you put it in the kimbap, sometimes the other ingredients are a bit lacking in taste. So it's better to make this one a bit more richer so everything balances out. Okay, so taste test 1. Because we need to taste test it while we're doing it, so it's okay. So what we need to be aware of, we need to keep it a bit on the rich side. I mean, like on the strong side, so it balances everything out. And it's only towards your taste. So. Okay, more soy sauce and more sugar. I feel like because it's beef, you've got more of like a beef smell and the beef taste. So to cover that up, you can just put more sugar, more soy sauce. I think this meat is more of like a Swedish sweet than actually salty. If you don't like beef, you can use other meats that are suited towards your taste. If you're vegetarian, you can just use vegetables or like vegetarian meat. Or you can just add in tofu as well. But make sure the tofu is all dried up. So the meat looks like this after 2 trial and errors. So that's the meat. Yeah, so we're going to be branching the spinach. This is the stalk for the spinach. We're going to be doing the stalk first because it takes longer to cook. Because, you know, the stalk is a bit more harder than the leaf. So the stalks go in first, leaves go in second. So in with the leaves now, because the leaves cook quicker. and we're gonna be branching it for maybe a few seconds. And then we're gonna be taking it out and putting it into cold water. Okay, so before we start making the kimbap, we need to mise en place everything, which means put everything nearby so we can just, put it bam, 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 bam. And I'm gonna be putting on some gloves so it's edible for people. And I don't, marinate it with my hands. But yeah, I've got the rice. We mixed in a bit of brown rice to keep it a bit healthy. And we've added the vinegar and sugar and salt to that and mixed it well. And we've got the crab meat, the eggs, the main seaweed, and we've got the meat. We've got the spinach as well already, as well as this. So this is like radish. This is radish, and this is this one here is a seasoned purdok. It says it in English. Oh, uwong. In Korean, it's uwong. Uwong. So the one on the left here is uwong, and the one on the right here is radish. They give off a bit of a crunchy taste to the kimbap. So I took off my watch. Need to put on some gloves so it's edible for people. But if you're doing it for yourself or like family, go ahead and do it without gloves. They won't notice. It's seasoned a bit well. Okay, so as you know, you need this. If you don't have this, I'm sure you can just use some glad wrap or go to the stores and buy one. Okay, my working bench. Nice and clean, right? So we've got a chopping board underneath, a mini chopping board underneath. We've got the bamboo wrapper. We've got the meat on my left, the egg on the top, the crab meat in front of me, as well as the seaweed and rice next to me. Yes, an easy workbench to work. There is 2 types of seaweeds, 3 or 4 types of seaweeds. One for like seaweed soup, one for just like a seasoned seaweed, but then this one is especially made for kimbap because seasoned seaweed that you just eat is like a bit more crunchier. So if you do it with this, if you make it for a kimbap, it's gonna be like all soggy and all like, all the parts are gonna be falling off. So we're gonna be using the kimbap seaweed. Yeah, let us start. this much because all those ingredients can make 10 rolls of kimbap. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like, comment down below, and subscribe to this channel. See see you in the next video. 안녕.